Ronnie Montrose, Rock Candy, 1973. Sammy Hagar singing. All right, gonna play along with it, then break it down, learn the rhythm and the leads. Here we go. Candy, man, what an awesome tune. Okay, so let's slow down the intro and break it down part by part. Put this down a little bit. Alright, that's about 71%. Get past the drums here. We're going to start on this 15. That's your rhythm guitar part, so it's not gonna take away from the lead guitar. You don't want to play a whole lot during all those riffs. You got the singing, and then the riff, and all the riffs in between. So let's look at what we just played there. The E chord, or the E riff in the very beginning. And then the D to A. Okay, so first note, E, and then the second note, G, you're going to bend it to a G sharp. And then leap to this E note. So when you bend this G note, you want it to sound like the G sharp. So you have to let it ring a moment, then pull it down exactly to the step. So here's how you practice that if it's not coming out. Pick and slide up, and then copy that sound so you can record or play to this. So I'll do the notes that you should be bending to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 1. Okay, then the D, A. So when you're bending that, you want it to sound like what I just played as a pick. Or a slide there. So whenever you bend, you want to be patient. Let it ring on the original note first, then pull to the next note. Because a bend is really going to a new note from the note you're starting on most of the time. Okay, so make sure you get that, and you don't want to pull it down as soon as you hit it. Then you end up something weird like that. Okay, so really work on that. Okay, the second riff here, I like to start with the upstroke and alternate from there, and then I give it a slight palm mute. I don't know if that's what he's doing, but I just think it sounds cool. Maybe the first 3 notes are palm muted. Okay. Okay, then you got the first riff again, then the D. When you play the D chord, you don't really need the happy note, so it's just a D5. Put your thumb over the top lightly to kill the low E. And when you strum it, aim for the 4th string. And I'm hitting like these 3 here. And on the A, I want to hear these 3. So down up works pretty good because it's kind of fast. Plus you can do this with your arm. It looks cool. Yeah, I'm just kidding. So you can do downstrokes. Just be a good shot with your pick. Okay, and then next part we get into the verse, and you got all these riffs in between each of the vocal phrases, which that's going to be fun. I'll try to hurry this up and get to that part of the video. So here's what you'll play during the verse. Okay, so let's call that 1. You got an ascending riff. There's a lot of songs hidden in that. Beat Around the Bush by AC/DC. Anyway. I like to give those nice downstroke hits. Or you can lay back and do down and up. But listen to the tone you're creating most of all. Okay, then the descending riff. Just a pentatonic, right? E minor pentatonic. Ascending riff that has the blues note. Descending riff. Okay. And it's important that you just lay back, hit the E5, these 2 notes, and then strum up on the 1st and 2nd string. Don't get the G string, because now it's going to sound minor and weird, so I just keep my 1st finger on the E. And the 3rd string's dead on account of my 1st finger's hitting it. And then I'm going to flick outward this way, so I'm only hitting the 1st and 2nd string. So you got hot, sweet, and then here comes your riff. Riff 1. Descending. You're going to do this 3 times. Riff. Lead guitar. Descending. Okay, now on this one, riff. It's your last one through. Ascending. Now we go to the 2nd finger. That'll help you to remember to add in that blues note. So that goes, here's the last time through, the ascending, then descending riff into the chorus. Here it comes. Just if you can jump back with the 2nd finger here, that'll remind you that on the 3rd descending riff you have the blues note with a little different rhythm. Then come up here with your 2nd finger. That sets up your 1st finger. Fingerings are good, they help you keep track of where you are in the song. Okay, now the chorus, A chord, but be careful not to hit any other strings. You got the E is dead. And I'm really just hitting these 3 strings. You don't want to hear this happy note. And you hit that on the quarter beat. 1, 2. and so this is like a blues riff. If you've ever done this shuffle, so that's the fifth of the chord, the sixth, and the flat seven. So you're coming from an A to an A6, sus4, and then, or yeah, whatever. There's a bunch of different names for it. And then an A7 up here. So you go A, A6, A7, A6, then to an E. And then use your second finger on this. So you can use your first finger here on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, then shift and use your 3rd finger, and then 2nd finger comes back to the 4th fret and 1st finger, and then you're going to go to an E. Now the guitar's lead guitar is up here. Your rhythm guitar is doing Purple Haze. It goes. Now when you're playing this to make it sound good, you hit the low E. You can hit it twice. Hit it once on the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so let me play through that. Then you repeat. When you hit this chord, it's an E7 sharp 9, or it's the Jimi Hendrix chord, Purple Haze. 7, 6, 7, 8. When you hit it, kill the low E. Use your second finger to kill it. And then when you hit the low E in between, kill the chord. Gives it some clarity. If you just let it all ring, it's a big mess while the lead's going. So. Back into the intro. Okay, then let's see. During the lead, those are all your main parts. So let's recap the song. It starts off with the intro, which is 4 times through. And there's a little thing I want to show. I'll show you this during the lead where we got that stuff. So you got 4 riffs on the intro. Then it goes to the verse, then the chorus, then back to the intro. But that time it's only twice. That means 2 of these. So every time you go D-A, that's once. Okay, so 4 in the beginning, and then 2 after the first chorus. Then it basically goes verse, chorus again, and after the chorus, it goes into the lead. So the guitar part over the lead's actually doing a bunch of riffs and stuff, but we don't want to go there. We just want to keep it simple. So I'll play that with the band here. Right here, 6 hit the E and let it ring. Okay, so there was, I think 8 of those. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. just listen to the lead, you'll be able to figure out when you're supposed to change here. It's either 6 or 8 of those. So we're just talking E to an E5. You could play up here at the 7th fret. Let all those ring, it sounds better. And then let it die out, but don't kill it. Otherwise it sounds, you draw attention. And you don't want to be super loud, so you could turn down just a little bit there. Just gonna do that part one more time. 5 of you. 6. Yes, so it is 8. 7. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's 8 of those. So you just have to count like everything else. Now when you get to this octave, I like using my pinky here. This is a B, and it's octave, and then I want to kill the low E with my first finger and the high E and B. So everything's dead, except for the 2 notes I'm holding. Make sure you don't squish down this note, you'll get a new chord. So arch that finger and kill this D string. You don't want to hear this. You're going to ruin that part. So then I'm going to go up to 7, 9, F sharp, 10, G. Now that's basically an E minor scale starting from the 5th and the root, and I'm playing over an E chord. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, then 2 times through. The second time it's syncopated. It goes 1 and 4. I'll count it in double time so it's easier. It goes. It goes 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. You're rock candy, baby. Back into the chorus. This time the chorus is double. So that's typical at the end of a song. Instead of twice, it's 4 times. So what are we counting there? The E's. So I got 1. 2. Right? So counting how many E's I did. So that would be 2 of them. I'd have to double that. Okay, when you come out of that, it comes into the intro, which is now called the outro. Wow, 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 wow. And then right here. And it holds on this G here. We'll just play with it. So there's only... there's one at each edge. Here's your last one, I think. Oh, one more. Here it is. Right here. your first D, A. That's the outro. There's only one of those. Then right here follows the drums. Wait for it. Don't be early on that last note G. Let it ring, get the drum solo. Then you're going to hit an E. And on that E, you want to be late. Don't hit the E early. Wait for the drum crash, then hit it. Otherwise, you'll stand out. Then make your fanfare. Let it ring. Karate chop. Don't strum at the end. Karate chop. This will make you sound tighter. And then after you get used to the band, then you can start strumming exactly with them. But you don't want to be early, and you don't want to be late. Like in some places you don't want to be early, and some places you don't want to be late. Like especially the end of the song, if they went jump and you went after them, that's kind of silly. So your best bet is just karate chop, because the kick drum and the bass, if they're together, it sounds like you strummed it, and you just go meow. Okay, we talked about that before. All right, so that kind of wraps up the song for all the rhythm parts. Can't really think of anything else. So this Jimi Hendrix chord, you could just play the E. And if you get this down, great. Okay. This song, with the lead guitar over it, and you're playing the rhythm parts, you mostly want to be really clean. Don't play too loud. And don't hit notes that aren't supposed to be there. So you have an E chord, and an A chord, and a D chord. It's pretty much all the chords in the song. So when you're hitting the D, don't hit the high happy note. And when you're playing the A, hit just the group here, the A5, the E, E5. Killing the third string, and then allow the first and second to ring open. And the E7 sharp 9. Kill the low E. This chord rather shows up Purple Haze. Purple Haze all through my brain. Also shows up in Love Me Two Times by the Doors, and you'll hear actually in that song it's a minor 7. It doesn't really have this note. You just kind of kill it, but they almost sound the same. Anyway, just something to listen for. Okay, now let's work on a couple of the lead sections. Okay, riff 1. Riff 1. Let's see how it goes. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. So we start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's count double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. It's really 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's really 16th notes, but it's easier when we're playing it slower to count it in quarter notes. So first riff sliding from 2 with time value to the 4th fret. Hit the B string at the 3rd fret twice, and then hit the E note and let it ring. This little thing about vibrato, you'll see me wiggling a lot. Make sure that you're on the note, letting it ring before you bend it. And vibrato needs to have rhythm, and it needs to sound in tune. So if I'm hitting this high E, I want them to sound in tune together, but just a little bit cool with the wave I'm creating. Rather than, see, if I bend that too much, then my first note is essentially sharp. Then it sounds like crap. So you have to really watch out for vibrato. Best bet, just let it ring. And then wiggle your whole arm and maybe you'll get a little vibrato. But practice vibrato carefully. Okay, then in between that you get riff 1. Or ascending rhythm riff 1. And then lead riff 1 right here. Okay, then lead riff 2 is, oh man, what is it? It's like a Hey Joe riff. It goes. Second fret, you can read the tabs. It's going up a whole step with time value. Let's call it a 3, let's see, 1 and 2, and then this is a grace note. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and, or you can hit this note. I think I hit this one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and descending. That's descending riff 1, we'll call it, because that's part of the same system, right? You have rhythm guitar, ascending, rhythm guitar, descending, but you join them. Okay, then lead riff 3. I think it's, I better listen to it. Here's riff 1. Riff 2. Right here's riff 2. Now this time you have time value on the slide, up and down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So this will be riff 3, lead riff 3. So it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then riff, where are we at? 4? Lead riff 4. This one's kind of cool. It goes up to this G note here. I pull off from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret. Roll off, roll down to the high E here, 3rd fret. You can let it ring. And then let's see, it goes. There it is, sorry. So grace note here. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 2, followed by the descending lead riff 5. We bend this 5th fret up to sound like A. Okay, and it goes 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and then check out my right hand. I'm killing these low strings here so I don't hear any bunch of notes there. Hear all that? That's going to ring if I don't cover it. You won't really hear it too much, but if you have a mic in front of it, goes through the house or to a tape, you're going to hear it there, and it just adds to the clutter. I like to pick the down up here, and then pick down on this note. It's stronger. Plus, it works towards my benefit of turning into the strings to kill it. That's all extra credit. Just getting the riff down on time is number one. Forget about these things. So that's going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. That's part of the scale, that 8th fret. Okay, then what do we do after that? We climb up. And we get riff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is riff 6. I had to write them down. Keep track of where I'm at. This one goes. Oh man, what does this do? Okay, this one's pretty easy. It goes 1 and 2, 3 and 4 then. So it's another Hey Joe riff by Hendrix. 1 and 2, and then this is a grace note sliding from 4 to 2. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. And that's riff 6 will take you into the pre-chorus descending rhythm riff. However you end here, you're going to go to the A next. And be accurate with this A because it's changing to a new chord, not the E. So you got to kill this low E and be really accurate with this first chord of the chorus. You definitely don't want to hear this. And you don't want to hear this. So, you know, it's okay if you make mistakes, but that's where you're striving to this point. So I'm just pointing it out that when you hit this note, strive to be perfect on this riff here, this A. So it goes. So my pick is the number one thing there. And then I kill the low E, that's extra credit. And then I got my chord set, so when I strum it, if this rings, I'm not strumming it. See, it's I've scooted out past it because I'm flicking crumbs. Okay, then now we're into the riff lead, the lead riffs that occur during the chorus. So let's see, we have. So here you go. I'm up at 12 and 15. I'm bending 15 on the second string, this D note, to sound like this high E. It's called a unison bend. I want to put my pick right on that second string ultimately, and then kill crickets. Then kill the low E. The slides and vibrato, that's extra credit. Don't worry about those yet. It should sound like this really. Then right to the A. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A. Okay, then chorus lead riff 2 is 8th fret unison bend, second string. That's like the ending of switch 625. Okay, then I'm going to jump over here to the 3rd fret with my first finger. So that's the finger I'm looking at. This does a unison on the 3rd string bend. Then the 2nd fret. Then shift over to the 2nd fret with your 3rd finger pulled down. So that's a lot of gymnastics there. So you have first one, right? The second one is. Okay, then intro riff. This will be the first intro riff, actually. This goes. So that's 4, 7, and 14 with the 3rd finger. This is just a single note on the 3rd string. This is actually bending up a whole step to this next note I'm bending from. So. To the D, A. there's the riff. What the heck is this? Intro riff 2, I suppose, leading back into the second verse. So you're picking this 4th fret, bending it up a whole step and a half, holding it there, and then picking it 3 more times. Let's see. Into the second verse, which has a whole mess of riffs as well. So let's just, for now, let's just do the second verse the same as the first in terms of leads and stuff. Later on you can learn all that. This is too much to go over right now. It's already a 40-minute lesson, holy cow. Okay, then let's look at the solo to the song, which I should just make a different video for this, but I guess I'm going to do it. I'm just going to play it, and then you can read the tab. Here it is. Okay, let me just cue that up. Okay, find it over here so I can play what they're playing. I kind of make up my own lead after doing this song for a while. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so it goes. So you slide. And then this is and a 4E and 1E and 2. So it's. It's all E minor pentatonic up here. Yeah, it's almost the whole solo right there. Riff there. Okay, so it's you go back. We're playing it in this position. So I guess. And this riff. That's interesting. So it's the last phrase. And here you have. So it's an E minor pentatonic. And you're starting from 15 on the B string. Bend the second finger up on the 14 on G. Pull off to 12, and then you got to roll your finger a little bit like shooting star solo. Roll here from 14 on the D to G, back to D, and pull down on the first string, 12th fret, and pick it again. So and another roll here on the D and A string, 14, then 12, then a double stop on the D and G string. Try to play along with this one more time and then call it good. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up there because I can't take any more. So hopefully that helps you out quite a bit. Have a good day.